Yo, once again, it's on. Back at you one more again, Real Kens TV in the house like kitchen sinks. Hopefully, you like the video. Feel free to comment, definitely share, subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? If you're not already subscribed, hit that post notification. So, anytime I bring you this heat and this action, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it. Now, with no further ado, let's get into this afternoon's video. You know, I had intended to make a different caliber video, if you will. Um, but I've had a lot of people hitting me up. I actually left my real phone number on a video that I posted yesterday. It's in yesterday's video. And a lot of people have been hitting me up, calling me, texting me, getting in my comments, emailing me, realkins.tv at Yahoo. You know what I mean? And they asking me what's going on with Jay Williams. Why hasn't he posted anything? Why hasn't anyone heard anything from him? You have people that actually contributed, sent money on the Cash App, and you just had concerned people, maybe not contributed financially, but they, watched his videos over and over. Anything that they could do to contribute and help his situation out. And you have some haters too, but like I said, man, you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, man. So it's just part of it. It's just you always gonna have haters. So they're really irrelevant, but you kind of need them just as well. But nevertheless, people's asking me what's going on. As I've stated several times, I don't know Jay Williams. I've never met Jay Williams. He's just an inspiration to me. And basically, when I make my videos, I make my videos with the intentions of being a bridge to the individuals that don't understand like the legal system and exactly what he may be going through and exactly what's going on. I'm that bridge, telling you all most likely what he's thinking, most likely what he's going through, his thought process, how the legal system works. So that's, primarily my purpose, if you will. Like I said, I've never met him. I don't know his best buddy, Woody. Woody doesn't seem to update the people very often. That's no hate towards Woody because perhaps Jay is saying, hey, you know, put this video out or say this or say that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But he just doesn't seem to be keeping the people too informed that are genuinely concerned. He posted yesterday, I do reaction videos. So if he posts something and this is supposed to be your best friend, your man's, which I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying I'm gonna believe what he's saying. You see what I'm saying? Opposed to just a YouTuber, that's online hating and nah, you know. But as of yesterday, he made a video and said that Jay went to court and the prosecution hated, as they typically do. Said all the reasons that Jay shouldn't be out and he's a danger to society, and he's a menace to society, and he has access to all this money and he can flee the country and not come back to court. And they always say that. You know what I mean? And his lawyer got up there and said what he said and got him a bond. That's the last update that I've heard. That's the last thing that I've heard, in regards to it. I haven't heard, Woody say anything. Now, allow me to apologize if Woody or Jay has posted something and I just haven't seen it. I've checked thoroughly, but perhaps you know, I don't know, possibly overlooked it. I don't think I did, but, it's possible. But nevertheless, as far as I know, he has a bond and he was granted a bond yesterday, but there's so many different things that can happen. There's so many different things that can happen, and I don't necessarily have all the answers for it. Now, if it was in Kentucky, oh yeah, I could give you pretty much any sort of scenario and the answer, and but in Virginia, even though it's a Commonwealth state like Kentucky, I don't necessarily know their laws. I've looked up some of their laws, but I don't know their laws. So I'm gonna just give y'all a couple what ifs, scenarios, if you will, of why we haven't heard from Jay Williams yet. You know what I mean? It could be that he just got out and he's focusing on, getting things right with his family. He's focusing on a couple things. So instead of him jumping online, giving, us all an update, perhaps he's he has his moment and his time when, he's going to do it. Now, most likely, I don't think that's the scenario, because the guy seems to be so genuine that he would probably post something to at least let everybody know. I don't care if it's just a 2-3 minute clip. At least let everybody know that he's home. Thank you for your support. The truth is going to come out. I understand some of you are disappointed. I'm sorry if I disappointed you all. Something of that magnitude. I haven't seen anything like that. So that lets me know that probability, relatively slim to none. You know, um, it could be a situation where he's issued a bond, but he's still waiting on, because they're in no hurry to get you out. It's easy to get in, but they're in no hurry to get you out. So, perhaps he has to do some sort of electronic monitoring, home monitoring, release, where they're going to put that ankle brace on him. Maybe it takes a day or two to get, because you don't just get out. You have to, go through the process. They have to figure out where you're going to be staying at. They have to figure out, a few things, So perhaps they're just going through the formalities of that. That's definitely a big possibility. He was granted a bond, so maybe he's still trying to come up with the money for the bond. That's something that's definitely could be, accurate, if you will. I'm sorry, man. I'm sitting outside, man. Look like I'm in the wilderness somewhere, but I'm sitting outside, man. These daggone mosquitoes, man, kind of getting to me. So I'm trying to focus on the video, if you will, but yet these mosquitoes, man. But that's why a lot of times I'm in my car when I make when I make my videos. But perhaps he's still trying to come up with the bond. That's definitely a possibility. You have another possibility too. In certain states, prosecution, like when you get a bond, they can appeal it, I believe, up to 3 times. So even though the judge grants the bond, the prosecution can still come back in and appeal it, and it may go before a different judge. And the prosecution states their case, and then his lawyer has to come in and state his case all over again of why he should get out. That's a possibility. Again, let me reiterate, all of these things that I'm giving you all is just a scenario. I don't know if these are the cases, but like I said, I'm that bridge from Jay Williams' situation, what he's, going through, and allowing you all to know, his thought process and everything that's going on with the legal system, because it's a very difficult thing to understand if you've never been through it. Now, people that have been through it, oh man, they definitely know, But so yeah, that's another scenario. Another scenario, which I hope and pray that it's not it, because I've had people mention it. No one said that this happened, but people said that it could possibly happen. I said that it could possibly happen. I'm just praying for the brother and hope that it doesn't happen. A lot of times, what ends up happening is, well, not a lot of times, but several times I've seen, you'll be incarcerated in a state and you'll make bond. Or what'll happen is the state will drop the cases, and then the feds are right there to pick it up. So I don't know if y'all familiar with the rapper Lil Boosie. It happened to him. He got caught with a gun in San Diego. He was going to court, I think, maybe on his second or third court date. They dropped the charges. He comes out of the courtroom celebrating. He's happy, Feds is waiting for him as soon as he walks out of the courthouse, rearresting. Now, boom, he gets rearrested. He's in the federal system. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get a bond in the feds. He ended up getting one. He's a celebrity, but the prosecution appealed it 3 different times. So he ended up having to sit in jail for a few weeks simply because the prosecution kept appealing his bond decision. So that's a possibility. Again, I hope and pray that that's not it. Perhaps I'm reaching. But then again, I'm not going to say that I'm reaching, because it is a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. People think that you have to cross state lines, and no, the feds can pick anything up that they sole desire to pick up. If they feel like you're a danger to society, even though Jay Williams is not, they can pick it up. I got buddies, man, ain't been in trouble in years, get caught with a gun, then boom, the feds picked the case up. Now I'm not, no, let me go back. They're not my buddies because I don't hang with them, but it's just people that I know. You know, the people that I hang with that are my buddies, you know, such as myself, you know, we have good, clean fun. We don't do anything like that, you know. So let me go back and clarify that. Not that we're better than anyone or anything like that. I just try to hang with people that are doing positive things so that I can remain positive and stay out here with my family and keep bringing y'all this heat and this action. You know what I mean? Real Kens TV. But I'm sure that in due time, Jay Williams will address the situations, the allegations, you know, and let everybody know that he's doing just fine, regardless of where he's at. You know, like I said, I look to Woody, I look to his channel and I look for updates, and while he does a great job updating us, it seems as though the updates are rather sporadic. No one really knows what's going on. You know, if you post something yesterday and you say, Jay's coming home, Jay got a bond, I was in court. Well, this was yesterday morning. We don't hear anything else. Seemed like you would just post something. Okay, this is the you know, situation or what's going on. He's coming home, but they want him to do this, or he has to do that, or this has to be cleared, or that has to be cleared. You know what I mean? But shout out to Woody, man, because I know he has a lot of pressure on him. You know, I know he's doing a lot, you know, for Jay, and you know, those guys, like I said, seem to be best friends. So shout out to Woody, shout out to Jay Williams, you know what I mean, his family. And that's another thing people have been asking me, is he allowed to go home to his family? I don't know. I don't know. That's when you use that voice, it's like, you ever seen some people arguing, you know what I mean, and they using their regular tone, and then they change their whole, I said that. That's when you're really, really frustrated inside, but you're trying to maintain your composure. I said, but nah, in all seriousness, I don't know. You know, I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm praying for him. I'm knowing that everything's gonna work out for him. You know, but sometimes, man, the legal system, it just takes a while, man. They're in no hurry to get you out of there. You know, whatever your bond can be $10,000, and you show up and you got the 10,000. Okay, well, now sometimes you got to verify how you came up with $10,000. You know, there's just so many different, you know, scenarios that it could be. But I definitely miss seeing his videos. You know what I'm saying? Let's Live Life. I miss seeing the Jay Williams videos, and I really believe in my heart that everything is gonna be okay, man. I do. You know, like I said, you got people that's asking, can he go home to his family? Getting back to that, people's asking, can he go home to his family? It's hard for me to say because I don't know who's the complaint, who filed a complaint in the case. People are speculating that it was his wife. I'm not gonna say that it's his wife. Again, I don't know who filed the complaint, but let's just say it was his wife. It's gonna be difficult to be able to go back to that same home when the person that filed the complaint is gonna be the star witness for the prosecution, or the prosecution wants that person to be the star witness. So how you gonna go back home to where she's saying that you did these, you know what I mean, egregious things, these egregious acts? Which again, and I'm gonna continue to say it, I don't know. I'm not gonna pass judgment on anybody, man, because like I told you all in prior videos, prosecution, man, they throw anything. When they arrest you, police arrest you, oftentimes people are overcharged. So you ended up, the thing that you really may have done, you end up pleading out to it, but you end up pleading out to the max. So, for example, you facing 1 to 5 years, right? For something that you actually did. But then they say, okay, but you did this, and this, and they throw all these other charges on you. So instead of facing 1 to 5, now you facing 15 to 20 or 10 to 20. So you end up taking a plea deal for the 5 years, simply because you don't want to take a chance of getting 20 years of going to trial. Well, guess what? That 5 years that you took, it sounds good compared to the 20 that you could have gotten. But at the end of the day, it's not, because that 5 years that you just took is the maximum that you could have even received on the charge that you actually committed. You know what I mean? Like, they play a whole lot of dirty games and people jump on here, and I hate to see it. But I understand that this is what people's gonna do. People jump on here and Jay Williams should have known this, he should have known that, he's begging for money, he's he's a fraud, he should have all this money saved up in. But we don't know his situation. We don't know his scenario. As I stated before, I wish he hadn't done that video that he did live from jail. But hey, he did it. What's done is done. I think he was just kind of in frustration mode, sense of panic mode. That's not who Jay Williams is. You know what I mean? Let's not take away all the good things that he's done. I've seen a video that he said he bought family members cars and people that didn't have cars and gave away money. So let's not let one bad act, alleged bad act, get in the way and overshadow all the good things that he's done. Let me tell you, and this is no excuse, it's just, once again, I'm a bridge. Living life as a felon, man, it gets very, very stressful, because man, I can't mess up whatsoever. Now, to the average Joe that's never broke the law, they're sitting back thinking, well, what's so hard about following the rules? If you've never really followed the rules your entire life, it gets a little, it gets a little dicey, because sometimes you have a tendency to want to handle things in a different manner, to where two people, if you will, that have never had issues with the law, if they have an issue or something of that, nature, they may just want to talk things out and work things out. But nah, if you've been in penitentiary, been in prison, man, one way, ain't really no talking. And I know that, you're out of prison now, but sometimes you revert back to those prison ways, to those street ways. And that's the importance of having great people around you, so that, no, they can talk you off the ledge. Nah, hold on, Jay. Hold on, real Kens. Let's not do that. Here, let's do this. Here, I'm coming to pick you up, man. I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to talk it out. That's the importance of having great, positive people around you that's doing something positive with their life, or at least going in the right direction of doing something positive. So perhaps, Jay firing his whole staff and things like that, maybe he needed to do that. He didn't do it for no reason. So perhaps he needed to do that. Perhaps he needs to surround himself around better people that are really trying to go in the same direction as him. And, when these situations arise, that person or those people, hold on, Jay. I know you're upset, but let's not do this. Hold on, real Kens. Let's not do this. Think about it. You have a family. You have, business. You have YouTube. You have a whole lot to lose. So I know how you're feeling, but let's not do this, Jay. Opposed to having some people around you that's like, yeah, let's get them. You know what I'm saying? The head busters, what we call them. You don't want no head busters around you, man, when you trying to do the right thing, man. You want head busters around you if you out here in these streets and you doing, you doing what you do. But Jay Williams, man, like I said, man, is a guy that I look up to. As far as, I look up to my parents, you know what I'm saying? Well, my mother's still alive, my father, man, Big Kens, man, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the real Kens, the real Kens. I'm just the real Kens, you know what I'm saying? He's the real Kens, but those are the people that I look up to. But you just want to have positive people around you at all times, man. That's it. You don't want to get big-headed. You don't want to, man, I'm Jay Williams. I'm real. If my channel ever blows up, man, I'm going to try my best to remain to be the same, It's easy to say what you'll do until that time comes, but I'm pretty sure I'm level-headed. I'm pretty sure that I'd remain the same, man. Now, I remember everybody that supported me when, I didn't have that many people commenting and watching my videos, and I still don't. But guess what? It takes time, man. Turtle don't always lose the race. Turtle don't always lose the race. But again, we praying for Jay Williams. That's all that I know. You know what I mean? Feel free to comment. I left my phone number on here in yesterday's video, and my email's on here. I'll answer any sort of questions that I can. If I don't get back with you, which I try my best to answer all comments, but the comments get a little, I don't know, enormous at times as far as the amount, so I can't answer every single comment, but I try my best. I tell you that much. You know, I definitely try my best, and I come on here and I try to answer as many questions as I possibly can, and try to be that bridge for you, so that you all that's wondering what's going on with Jay Williams, I can kind of, you know, ease your mind, or at least give you some sort of, not necessarily closure, but, you know, just allow you to know some sort of information and the things that could possibly be going on with him. But I'm sure, as Woody said, he made bond, or they gave him a bond. So it's just a process, and I'm sure that he'll be out, you know, hopefully today, sooner than later. And, you know, Let's Live Life will continue. You know what I mean? Jay Williams, man, Real Kens TV. Hopefully you liked the video. Feel free to comment. Definitely share it. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel for you all that don't know what that means. You know, and hit that post notification. So anytime I bring you this heat and this action, guess what? You're amongst the first to receive it, man. I'm a small channel. I'm trying to grow. Let's grow together. You won't know I drop a video if you don't hit that post notification. Till next time, Real Kens TV, man. Let's live life, man. Free Jay Williams, man. We out.